Good day, everyone. Good day, and welcome to my learning channel. So, my name is Isaac Mutiba, and I'm just going to be sharing with you drawing diagrams on Canva on a Word document. So, this came about when I was in a session with my fellow students. So, they indicated to me that some of them don't know how to draw the diagrams. So, I said to them, no, it's fine. I can actually draw a diagram and record the session and then share it with you guys. So should you be on the channel, please feel free to subscribe, and then I'll be posting more videos on how to things, so you're welcome and enjoy. Okay, so the first thing you need to do when you have to draw a diagram is to have a structure already drawn somewhere on the paper, so that you have an idea of what you want to draw. So on my end, I do have a piece of paper with me. I have already drawn the structure, and then I already know what I want, what kind of a structure do I want. So now I just need to convert it to an electronic or on a Word document. So for today, we'll be looking at a diagram that outlines 7 qualities of a healthy friendship. So the first thing you need to do is to go to your Word document, open it, a blank one, and then once it opens, then you go to insert. You click insert, and then you go to shapes, and then you go to new Canva. That's the first step. You have to insert the Canva, which you're gonna draw a diagram inside. And then before you start drawing, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap the box so that it's flexible. You can be able to adjust it. So you're gonna click square there. Then once you click square, then you're going to be able to adjust it. See, like I can drag it and move it around, so that makes it more easier for me. If maybe the boxes or what I'm drawing is quite bigger, I can extend it to this. For now, extend it to this size. Okay, so now this is your play field of drawing on your diagram. Everything should be inside of this box. If it's not, then if you draw and then you have to move some of the shapes inside your Canva, the arrows connected to them may not move with them together. So, but when they are in the Canva, when you move them, you can still adjust and move the arrows with the boxes or the shapes. Okay, so remember I said we will be working on the 7 qualities of a healthy relationship. So I'm going to insert my first shape. In this case, let me insert, let me see. So basically you have to bring your artistic side of you when you draw the shapes in terms of the color and the structure, Okay, so for this one, I'm going to insert a box. Then in that box, I'm going to write 7 qualities of a healthy relationship. Okay, fine. Now you have already started. See, everything is in the Canva. Then I'm gonna insert. So now I have to insert the shapes where I'm gonna write all those qualities of a healthy relationship. Okay, let me say now the shapes for the qualities will be, still go back to insert, and then you go back to shapes again. Everything is under the shapes, anything you want. So let's say I want this kind of a shape, right? Okay, Then I'm gonna put it here. Then I'm gonna write the quality. So for this I just googled, and this is the website called wellandgood.com, where I'm taking all this information. Reciprocity. Okay, just to make sure that it doesn't overlap, can reduce the size. It's 12, I can put it to 10, 9. Reciprocity. Okay, first shape inserted. Insert another one. For this one I can insert a triangle and put it here. So I'm just going to insert a variety of shapes so that you will be able to see second one is support. Of course, that should be in the relationship. Support. Can still reduce the size and put it 10, 8. So I'm doing a variety of things so that you will be able to see the versatility of this. So now for this one I can insert an oval. Third one is boundaries. Right, and the fourth one, shapes, and then let me insert this one. Okay, then which is affection. There you go. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 space, right? But I don't have space just mainly because of the kind of shapes that I put in on this A4 document. I can either adjust and put them together like this, very close to each other, and reduce the boxes or the shapes, and then add another shapes on the side. But if I was using only the squares, for example in this case, I will be able to have that space to almost include everything here. But because of especially the first shape and the triangle one, even the last one that I just inserted here, they consume a lot of space. But it's not a problem. If let's say you have this kind of a situation and you don't have space, remember there are going to be arrows here going to these shapes to say this is the first one, the second one, fourth one, fifth one, then the sixth one. You can still do this and say the sixth one, put an arrow and then insert it under here, or put it from this side and make a space for those arrows which are going to pass here like that. Then you're going to insert the arrows here. So let's say we are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're left with 3. So the first arrow for the fifth one could be here, fifth. Then the sixth can still come around here, or maybe can in between. Then the seventh can be on the other side. So I'm just going to do it like that so that you can see what I mean. Let's say for the last 3 we're going to insert only the squares or rectangles. Okay, so the first one is here, 1. If the shapes are the same size and in the same shape, you can just copy and paste. Control V, copy and paste it. Then you copy, Control C, Control V, Control, and then you paste it. Control C, Control V, then so these are the shapes. Let's write the content for each shape. The fifth element of healthy relationship is be at ease. The sixth one is vulnerability. The seventh one is predictability. Okay, so now we have this. You can align them so that they are straight. You know, if you're a perfectionist, you can also do that. Okay, so now we have all the shapes in space. Let's now insert the arrows, because you still go back to insert, then shapes, but now you have to select the kind of a line that you want to insert. If you want a line that is going to have corners to turn somewhere, you need to, from here, choose the customized, or choose a line that which accommodate that. So you can insert this one, or the one with which doesn't have arrows. So let's insert the one that which has an arrow of going, one direction arrow. Okay, so we're gonna start with the first one. So once you put, the line where you need to start, Canva shape will already tell you that you need to start here, so that the lines are in the middle. Start from the middle, or the selected points of drawing a line. So now this one says here, you start the line there, and then you put it where. Even when you put it on the other shape, it will tell you then you can put the line here. Then you insert another shape for the second, insert another line for the second shape. You can still start here, but then in this case, let me see. Okay, let's see how it look like. Okay, you can still work with that. And then another line for this one, we can start from the middle and then insert here. Then another line for the last shape, which is here, see in the middle. So everything is straight, looks perfect, looks neat, compared to when the lines are all over the place and so on. So you can't even tell what is what. So now we're gonna insert another shape, another line for the second level shapes. Let's start here so that we can still be neat. Then here. Okay, so I'm trying to not put this shape here. Okay, what we can do in this case, we can click undo, and then we can set the line, move the line from here. Then the line will move like this. Then this arrow means you can actually move this yellow thing here. Means you can move the line to the side or the other side. So you can either move it to this side or move it to the side. Let's do this. Let's move it here. See, let's move it here so that we can be able to see. Then let's attach this to this. It's still giving me that. Okay, still fine, because the arrow, you can see that the arrow comes from up there going down here, so you can still see where it is going. Then now we're going to insert the line for this shape. I think it will probably be a straight line if you look at it. Okay, not really. So you'll start here so that it's more neat, then it will be here. Okay, there is a straight line there. So it will be, there you go. Then we are left with the last line for the last shape, which I think will probably either be the side or straight from here. I think it will be more of a straight line. Let's see, but I'm gonna insert the line that can also curve, just in case we need to shape it around or move it around. Okay, let's go. There you go. Then we can, I think that's fine. So now we do have our shapes in order and our lines in order. So now we need to add the touch. You need to add your touch now, the colorfulness of your shape of your diagram. So here you can easily just select everything, Control A, where you mark all the shapes, and then insert the style of your diagram. Let's say now we want the shapes to be in this color or black and white. In most cases, especially for academic purposes, the way you are drawing the diagrams in your research paper or assignment, you don't necessarily have to play much, in terms of too much color, So let's be standard for now. We can either go for blue or you can go for black, dark one. Then you select. So you go to shape format, and then when you get to shape format, you click this arrow, and then it will show you the colors. You can go for this one, you can go for this one, you can go for this one. But hence I'm saying you don't have to play with too much color if it's for academic purposes, unless otherwise you want to highlight that color, or your theme of your paper is yellow. If it's gray, then that's fine. But for now, I want us to go the manual way so that you know when to apply or how to apply these colors. So I want to apply different colors on the shapes. So for now, let's do it like this, standard, and then let's go to shape outline. Then let's go to weight, the weight of the borders. Then it is 1 pt for now, but let's put it 1 pt and half kind of borders. Right. So now we have all the black borders, and then it looks standard, right? And then now we can still highlight everything, and let's see if I can bold the text. There we go. Text is bolded. Remember this, I just reduced the size of this text because I don't want it to overlap, and I wanted to accommodate different shapes so that you can see how it looks like. Then from here you can let's start with the colors. Let's say the box or the shape that has the title of this diagram, it may have a different shape, it may have a different color, so that someone can be able to differentiate it, or let's highlight it. Then you go to shapes, you can go to shape fill, and you select the color that highlights. Let's say in this case we select this color or this color. Okay, let's select this color. Fine. And then once we select the color, then we go to the shapes and say, okay, no, for this first level qualities, let's have the color, let's have the same color, and then for the second level ones, we'll have a different color. So let's say here we put a same color but more faded one. Then you can select it like that, and then you can copy the style. So you can go to home and then paintbrush. Let's see if that will work. If it doesn't work, it's not a problem. You can easily go and select the color, the shape, and then you go to shape format and just select here. Then you paintbrush it in that way. So I tried the paintbrush, but it doesn't really work. Then you select that, then you select the shape, and then you go back and select that shape fill. Then second level, let's make the color a bit more the same lines but different shade. Okay, let's make it a different color actually, just for the fun of it. Let's make it this faded green. You select it, then you select another shape, you select there, select another shape, then you select there. Fine. Just so that we know that see these borders, they are coming around here. Okay, we'll work on that later. So now are we happy with the shapes? You're happy with the shapes. Now you just want to add more touch, so you can still go to shape format and then you click shape effects, where you sort of like make the shapes a bit more highlighted. So there are different styles in terms of the preset, the shadow, the reflection, the glow. Let's add different styles. So for now, let's add for the heading or the title of this diagram. Let's add the glow. There are different levels of glow. Let's add the first one to not be too much. Then let's also add the bevel, the first bevel round, to make it more, look at that, like looks beautiful. Now let's go to, for this one, let's not add the glow, but let's only add the bevel, sort of like that, just highlight it. Then let's add that, and then the same thing here. Let's add the same thing here, bevel one round. For some shapes, some shape effects don't apply. So for example, this one, affection, for the affection shape, bevel doesn't apply. So, but just to make sure that we don't just let it be like that, we can add a shadow instead. Let's say inner shadow, inside center, then you put it like that, so that you can still make it, you can still highlight it. Then for this one, so let's add a different effect, shape effect. Let's say let's add the shadow. No. Let's add this perspective below, so it will just highlight that shadow there, put the shadow there, as you can see. And then same with the second shape, a shadow perspective, and below another one, shadow. Apologies, I actually have flu, but yeah, I just wanted to get over and done with this so that I can be of assistance. Then shadow, then below. Then we can still play around and add maybe a bevel here if you can, both, then you can add another bevel for the second shape on the second level, a bevel, shape, bevel, blur. So now our diagram is coming along. Then just to make sure that we ensure that you can see a reader or a person who's looking at this diagram can see which arrow is for what diagram or for what shape. The shapes on the second level here, we can make the arrows green to show that they are going there, or for ease of understanding for the next person. So you can click the arrow and then you say shape outline, and then you select that green. I don't know if it's this one, I think it's this one. Then even for this one, you select the same green. Even for this one, you select the same green. So now already the reader can see, okay, this line is going there, this line is going there. So now I see this also overlaps with this. So what we can do here, I'm going to do it like this intentionally, right? See what I mean when I say if it was not outside, if it was not inside the Canva, this line won't be, when you move anything, it will affect, it may affect the whole diagram, where shapes are starting to be messed up, that was starting to be scattered to in a way that which you did not align. So now here, because we did that, the yellow line means you can move it like that, but now you need to put this so that it is aligned like that, and then we can put this line here. So we're going to take this line and put it here. You see, now it's way aligned, even for this one, to avoid this overlapping line. Then we can move it here. Makes it way much easier when it's in the Canva. Then you can put it here. And once you put it here, you're gonna insert it here. Then you can drag it. See now, Now you can see the difference in the lines and see, okay, now this one goes to this one goes to that. So for this, once we can put the same color of the shapes, I think it was this faded brown. Okay, let me like this one, shape outline. Not this, yeah, I think it was this. That's this one. Then you can paintbrush it, I believe. You can paintbrush it on home. Then you select the next line to give it the same color, the same format. Paintbrush again, and then give this one the same format. Paintbrush again, and give the last one the same format. Awesome. So now this is our diagram. So you are basically done with your diagram. You can adjust it here and then you can name it. So the last thing you can also do is to add the outline, the border outline of the diagram. So you can go to shape format, you click on it, you go to shape format, then it will say shape fill. Once the outline of the shape has been selected, you can say the shape outline. Normally it will be black, normally it will be black in most cases, unless if you want it to be a blue color or a purple color, or now in this case, let's say it's an orange accent 2. Then you can also do the weight of it. You can click the weight of it, then let's say it's 1 pt or 1 pt or 2 pt and half. You can do it like that. Then you can highlight and put it like that. But I feel like when it's like this, there's too much color. So if it was only for me, I would just leave it to not have a border at all, like that. And then you can save this as a picture. This diagram, you can save it as a picture, here, or you can just copy it and paste it on your Word document where you will be explaining what it means. Say figure 1.1, then you can call it seven qualities of a healthy relationship. Then below you can explain what it means, what each element or component of this qualities mean to the reader, and then you save it, and then you're done. I hope this was useful, and should you need more of this kind of sessions or tutorials, feel free to let me know, and then I'll upload more. You direct me, then I'll know what to do next. And then please don't forget to subscribe, in case when I upload something new, you can also be able to learn more. Thank you, and have a good day ahead, or have a good evening ahead, depending on the time you're watching this video. We'll keep in touch and see you soon.